Hello everyone, and thank you for visiting our channel. Today, we'll be delving into the lives of talented actors who left us too soon, often without us even realizing it. From Hollywood icons to rising stars, these individuals made significant contributions to the world of entertainment before their untimely passing. Before we begin, we ask for your support. If this video or their legacy has touched your life, please like it as a sign of respect. Thank you. Now let's begin.
I thought I should interview the Bishop of Clermont-Ferrand. It's a very steep...
Marcel Ophüls was a revered French-American documentarian born on November 1st, 1927, in Frankfurt, Germany. The son of acclaimed director Max Ophüls, he inherited a legacy of cinematic brilliance, but forged his own path through bold, investigative storytelling. Marcel rose to prominence with The Sorrow and the Pity, 1969, a groundbreaking 4-hour film that exposed the uncomfortable truths of France's collaboration with Nazi Germany during World War II. The film was so controversial, it was banned from French television for over a decade. His later work, Hotel Terminus, 1988, won the Academy Award and cemented his place as one of the most courageous voices in documentary filmmaking. Through more than a century of life marked by exile, war, and moral inquiry, Ophüls gave voice to the silenced and cast light on history's darkest corners. Tragically, Marcel Ophüls passed away peacefully on May 26, 2025, at the age of 97, as confirmed by his grandson, Andreas Benjamin Seifert. His passing marks the end of an era, but his legacy of truth-telling and historical reckoning will endure for generations to come.
That I am really sorry about that. No excuses.
Ben Rathbun was a reality television personality, best known for his appearance on Season 5 of 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days. Born in 1969, Ben captivated audiences with his unconventional love story with Mahogany Rocha, a relationship that unfolded before millions and eventually culminated in marriage, announced in a 2024 episode of 90 Day Diaries. Beyond the screen, Ben was a father of 4 and a man striving for second chances, both in love and in life. Tragically, Ben was diagnosed with stage 4 stomach cancer in December 2024. Just 5 months later, on May 19, 2025, he passed away at his parents' home in Greencastle, Indiana, surrounded by loved ones, including Mahogany. His death was confirmed in a heartfelt Facebook post by his ex-wife, Lisa Perry Rathbun, the mother of his children. In one of his final videos, Ben shared a hopeful message: "Have an awesome, awesome day. You deserve it." His quiet courage, enduring faith in love, and warm spirit will be remembered long after the cameras stopped rolling.
I'll be back.
Breaking news. Arnold Schwarzenegger, a journey through stardom, scandal, and steadfast legacy. Where is he now? When you hear the words, "I'll be back," who comes to mind? Arnold Schwarzenegger, the muscle-bound machine who redefined action movies, ruled California politics, and became a global symbol of perseverance. But behind that chiseled grin and steel stare lies a life marked by unimaginable hardship, painful losses, and one shocking twist that nearly shattered it all. Before we dive in, we want to hear from you. What's your favorite Arnold moment? Was it the Terminator's icy stare, his bold leap into politics, or his triumphant return after surgery? Leave a comment below and share your memories of the legend. Born on July 30th, 1947, in the post-war village of Thal, Austria, Arnold Alois Schwarzenegger grew up under the shadow of poverty and discipline. His father, a strict former military policeman, believed in tough love, waking Arnold before dawn to carry water, chop wood, sprint uphill with sandbags. His mother, Aurelia, balanced the home with folk songs and quiet tenderness. By age 10, Arnold was already dreaming bigger, sketching barbells in the margins of math notebooks, pinning pictures of bodybuilders above his bed. At 15, he broke into the village gym before sunrise. By 18, he'd won Austria's junior powerlifting championship, then stunned his military superiors by going AWOL to win the 1965 Mr. Europe contest. That audacity marked him from the start. In just a few years, Arnold became Mr. Universe, then Mr. Olympia, 7 times. He moved to Los Angeles, trained at Gold's Gym, studied acting by night, and learned English through sheer will. But his true breakthrough came in 1984 with James Cameron's The Terminator. Just 17 lines of dialogue, one unforgettable catchphrase, and Arnold became immortal. Suddenly, he wasn't just a champion, he was a blockbuster icon. From Commando to Predator, Twins to Kindergarten Cop, he flexed both muscle and comedy. Then came Terminator 2, Judgment Day, a $520 million phenomenon that cemented him as a pop culture god. But even steel bends under pressure. In 1997, during a routine checkup, Arnold received life-altering news, a congenital heart defect. Doctors rushed him into open-heart surgery. He emerged with a cow tissue valve, joking it gave him extra beef. Years later, in 2001, a motorcycle crash shattered 6 ribs. In 2006, he broke his femur skiing. In 2018 and 2020, he underwent 2 more heart surgeries, and in 2024, a gym accident cracked a vertebra. Behind the action hero facade, Arnold was quietly battling time, loss, and pain. But he never stopped showing up. So how did he respond? With grace, grit, and transformation. He swapped heavy lifts for precision training, meat-heavy meals for anti-inflammatory oats and salmon. He meditated, he journaled, and each time he reappeared in public, he said the same 3 words: "I'm back." Even personal scandals couldn't keep him down. In 2011, the world learned he had fathered a child outside his marriage with Maria Shriver, a devastating betrayal. Yet instead of disappearing, Arnold faced it. He worked on rebuilding his family, attended therapy, and embraced all his children, including Joseph Baina, with public pride and private effort. From these ashes, a new chapter rose. In 2003, amid California's energy crisis, Arnold ran for governor and won. For 7 years, he led the world's 5th largest economy, pioneering climate legislation and bipartisan reform. Pundits scoffed at his accent. Voters didn't. He walked away in 2011 with a mixed political record, but a powerful message. Muscles fade. Impact endures. And that's exactly what he built. He launched the Schwarzenegger Institute at USC, expanded the Arnold Sports Festival to 90 nations, started scholarships in his mother's name, and turned grief into service, honoring lost friends like Franco Columbu and Joe Weider with foundations and mentoring programs. Today, at 77, Arnold remains unstoppable. He voiced the lead in Netflix's FUBAR, released a hit memoir, Be Useful, 7 Tools for Life, and funds clean energy initiatives across the globe. He rides an e-bike with a rescue dog and donkey in tow. He eats chia blueberry oatmeal. He deadlifts beside TikTok stars and senior citizens. And yes, he still trains every single day. Arnold Schwarzenegger's story isn't just about strength. It's about endurance, redemption, and the courage to evolve. From the snowy fields of Thal to the stage of global leadership, he's taught us, dream big, fail forward, and never stop showing up. What part of Arnold's journey moved you most? Leave a comment, share this story, and subscribe for more timeless journeys like this. Because like Arnold always says, he'll be back.
That when you come to New York City, make sure you bring 2 things.
Phil Robertson was a beloved American TV personality, entrepreneur, and devout Christian, born on April 24, 1946, in Vivian, Louisiana. Raised in humble surroundings, he rose to national fame as the bearded patriarch of Dynasty, the hit A&E reality show that aired from 2012 to 2017. Long before the cameras, Phil had walked away from a promising football career, where he started ahead of NFL legend Terry Bradshaw, to follow his passion for hunting and faith. In 1972, he founded Duck Commander, turning a handmade duck call into a multi-million-dollar empire. Tragically, Phil passed away on May 25, 2025, at the age of 79, after a long battle with Alzheimer's disease and multiple health complications. His daughter-in-law, Corey Robertson, shared the news in a heartfelt Instagram post, celebrating his unwavering faith and legacy of love for God. Phil's final years were marked by pain, yet also by peace, surrounded by family and comforted by his beliefs. His story is one of conviction, transformation, and grace. He leaves behind a powerful legacy of faith, family, and resilience that continues to inspire across generations. Jeff Margolis was a legendary television director and producer, born on October 14, 1946, in Los Angeles, California. He began humbly, holding cue cards for his uncle on Let's Make a Deal, but rose to redefine live television. Margolis directed some of the most iconic broadcasts in American history, including 8 Academy Awards, 22 American Music Awards, and 7 Screen Actors Guild Awards. His creative touch brought elegance and emotion to the biggest nights in entertainment. Tragically, Margolis passed away on May 23, 2025, at the age of 78 in Nashville, as confirmed by his family. Though no cause of death was given, the loss has deeply touched the television community. Known for his kindness and collaborative spirit, Jeff believed in leading with heart. He once said, "Success is rooted in kindness and treating every project like a family." His 2020 memoir, We're Live in 5, captured that philosophy and the remarkable life behind the scenes. Jeff Margolis leaves behind 3 children, 2 grandchildren, and a timeless legacy, one that shaped how millions around the world experience live entertainment.
How does a beer sound, Norm?
I don't know, Coach. I usually finish them before they get a word in.
George Wendt was a beloved American actor, born in 1948 in Chicago, Illinois. He began his career in the improv scene with Second City, but it was his role as Norm Peterson on the iconic sitcom Cheers that made him a household name. From 1982 to 1993, Wendt appeared in all 275 episodes, earning 6 consecutive Emmy nominations and creating one of the most recognizable characters in television history. His catchphrase, "Afternoon, everybody," became part of pop culture, embodying warmth, humor, and familiarity. Tragically, Wendt passed away in his sleep on May 20, 2025, at the age of 76, as confirmed by his family representative. His Cheers co-star Ted Danson shared, "I love you, Georgie. It's going to take me a long time to get used to this." Beyond Cheers, Wendt's legacy extended to television, film, and stage, including Broadway and numerous guest appearances. He was also the uncle of actor Jason Sudeikis. At the time of his passing, Wendt's net worth was estimated at $10 million. George Wendt leaves behind a legacy of laughter, sincerity, and a character that felt like family to millions.
One, two, three, four.
LaTonya Patain was a reality TV personality, best known for her appearance on Season 11 of My 600-Pound Life. Born and raised in Louisiana, she bravely opened her life to the world, sharing her struggles with obesity and her hope for change. Her emotional journey on the TLC series captured hearts as she worked to confront lifelong eating habits, shaped by trauma and mental health challenges. Despite hiring a trainer and expressing a desire to turn her life around, LaTonya faced mounting health issues. Tragically, she passed away on May 17, 2025, at the age of 40, due to congestive heart failure. Her death was confirmed by a representative of the Natchitoches Parish Coroner's Office. Just hours before, she had spent precious time with family, who noted she appeared unwell and short of breath. She later called for an ambulance herself, but the cardiac arrest proved fatal. LaTonya had previously posted a heartfelt plea for prayers, knowing her heart was failing. While no significant estate or fortune was reported, she leaves behind a legacy of courage, vulnerability, and the honest fight for a better life, one that touched many viewers deeply. Colton Ford was a legendary figure in the gay adult film industry, rising to fame in the early 2000s as a late-blooming icon whose charisma and confidence captivated audiences. Born Glenn Sukezian in October 1962 in Pasadena, California, Ford began his adult film career at the age of 40, quickly becoming one of the most recognizable names in the genre. Beyond the screen, he was a talented musician and actor. He released 3 studio albums, including Tug of War and The Way I Am, and appeared in films like Another Gay Sequel and Cyndi Lauper's Into the Nightlife music video. Tragically, Ford passed away on May 19, 2025, at the age of 62, following a fatal hiking accident. His death was confirmed by close friends, including director Chi-Chi LaRue and longtime friend Tim Wood, who remembered him as sweet, funny, kind, and hopelessly handsome. Though no public records detail his financial legacy, Ford's true wealth was the inspiration he gave to others, an artist who embraced authenticity, lived boldly, and left behind a voice still echoing in the hearts of many.
Well, thought I'd take a look first.
All right, make it quick, not too long.
Samuel French was a gifted American actor who rose to prominence through his powerful performance as FBI agent C.J. Robinson in Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon. His role alongside Robert De Niro and Leonardo DiCaprio earned him praise for his quiet intensity and emotional depth, marking him as one of Hollywood's most promising talents. Born in 1979 in Waco, Texas, Samuel's journey began on local stages before expanding to television in Fear the Walking Dead and Texas Rising, and films like Towpath and Blood-Dried Hands. In April 2025, just weeks before his death, he won Best Supporting Actor at the Cowpokes International Film Festival. Tragically, Samuel passed away on May 10, 2025, at the age of 45, after a long and private battle with metastatic cancer. His passing was confirmed by close friend and director Paul Sinecor, who remembered him as fearless, unfiltered, and unforgettable. At the time of his death, Samuel's net worth was estimated at $2 million. He leaves behind a legacy of heartfelt performances and a spirit that will continue to inspire actors and audiences alike for generations to come.
Sam Cohn, Arlene Donovan, my wife Sally.
Robert Benton was an Oscar-winning filmmaker who changed the face of Hollywood storytelling. Born on September 29, 1932 in Waxahachie, Texas, Benton rose to fame with his powerful drama Kramer vs. Kramer, which earned 5 Academy Awards in 1979, including Best Picture and Best Director. His work captured the emotional complexity of family, fatherhood, and love, reviving the careers of Dustin Hoffman and Meryl Streep in the process. Tragically, Benton passed away on May 11, 2025, at the age of 92, at his home in Manhattan. His death from natural causes was confirmed by his son, John Benton. Before Kramer vs. Kramer, Benton co-wrote the revolutionary Bonnie and Clyde, a film that broke cinematic boundaries in 1967. Despite suffering from severe dyslexia, he went on to adapt acclaimed novels and guide Oscar-winning performances from Hoffman, Streep, and Sally Field. Across a career spanning over 4 decades, Benton earned 6 Oscar nominations and won 3. Though his exact fortune is undisclosed, his true wealth lies in a body of work that redefined American cinema, tender, bold, and deeply human. His films remain a lasting home for generations of movie lovers.
I'm sorry I offended you, you white trash piece of shit.
I got it all over fit.
Joe Don Baker was a rugged American actor best known for his unforgettable role as Sheriff Buford Pusser in the 1973 action hit Walking Tall. With a towering presence and raw intensity, Baker became a symbol of justice and grit, portraying a real-life lawman who fought corruption with nothing but courage and a wooden club. The film struck a nerve in post-Watergate America, grossing $40 million on a $500,000 budget and cementing Baker's place in Hollywood history. Tragically, Baker passed away on May 7, 2025, at the age of 89. His family confirmed his death, honoring him as a powerful force in the performing arts. A native Texan, Baker also appeared in Junior Bonner, Charlie Varick, and made dual marks in the James Bond franchise, as both villain Brad Whitaker and CIA agent Jack Wade. His television and film work spanned decades, with memorable turns in Edge of Darkness, Cape Fear, and The Natural. At the time of his death, Baker's net worth was estimated at $2 million. He leaves behind a legacy of bold performances and iconic characters, etched forever in the heart of American cinema.
Quite cheeky because I'd had auditions before, you know, auditions are like, you know, scrutinise everything.
Breaking news. Did Susan Boyle really disappear after her stroke? The truth will break your heart. She silenced a mocking crowd with just one note, and the world never forgot. Susan Boyle, an unlikely star whose voice soared beyond judgment and expectation. But after a devastating stroke in 2022, she vanished. No performances, no updates, just silence. What really happened to the woman who made us all believe in second chances? Before we go further, we'd love to hear from you. Do you remember the moment Susan walked onto that stage? Did it move you? Please share your thoughts in the comments. We read every single one. Susan Boyle's rise to fame was nothing short of miraculous. At 47 years old, when many are told it's too late, she walked onto Britain's Got Talent and sang "I Dreamed a Dream." Her voice stopped the world in its tracks. That performance became a cultural reset, not just for talent shows, but for how we see people who don't fit the mold. In that one night, she gained international fame, topped charts, sold millions of albums, and reminded the world, dreams don't have an expiration date. But the road to that moment was paved with heartbreak. Born in a small Scottish town in 1961, Susan was the youngest of 9. Her mother was 47 when she gave birth, a late blessing, but one marked by hardship. A lack of oxygen at birth led doctors to wrongly diagnose her with brain damage. For over 5 decades, Susan carried that false label. It wasn't until 2013 that she finally received the correct diagnosis: Asperger's syndrome. She called it a relief, a blessing in disguise. But childhood was brutal. She was bullied, mocked, even beaten by both students and teachers. She also battled epilepsy and fainting spells, misunderstood by nearly everyone, even her own family. Her father, a war veteran, had a temper. Though she believes he didn't mean to hurt her, those memories stayed with her for years. Her home life was protective but confining. "I was wrapped in cotton wool," she once said. Romantic love brought no rescue. Her only engagement ended suddenly, leaving her feeling rejected and alone. "It made me feel unattractive," she admitted, "but I always hoped something beautiful would come later." And it did, just not in the way anyone expected. In 2009, after a promise made to her late mother, Susan stepped onto a stage in Glasgow and changed her life. That one performance opened doors to 6 studio albums, sold-out tours, Grammy nominations, and performances before royalty. But the fame was overwhelming. She was followed, harassed, intruded upon. Once, she found a teenage intruder inside her home. Another time, an obsessive fan tried to enter her hotel room. Her mental health suffered. After losing the finale of Britain's Got Talent, she experienced a breakdown and was briefly hospitalized. The media questioned whether the show had protected her properly. Still, she pressed on, resilient, soft-spoken, and determined to honor her gift. Yet grief was never far behind. In 2007, she lost her mother. In 2015, her beloved sister Bridie, her emotional anchor, died of cancer. "We needed time to grieve in peace," Susan said. That loss hit hard, but she found comfort in family, her faith, and her voice. In 2016, she returned with A Wonderful World, singing duets with Nat King Cole and Michael Bolton. For a while, it seemed she had found peace. Then came April 2022. Susan Boyle suffered a stroke, the kind that threatens not only your strength but your voice, her lifeline. She disappeared. For nearly 2 years, she said nothing. No performances, no appearances. Many wondered if she'd ever return. But then, in May 2025, she posted a quiet photo from a recording studio. "Today was wonderful, emotional, and everything in between," she wrote. "I made my return to the recording studio for the first time in 6 years, something I was told I might never achieve again. But here we are, in my happy place." Susan had spent over a year fighting to speak, to sing, to feel whole again. And she did it. Her return was quiet but powerful, a whisper of strength, not a shout. "It's taken me 3 years," she said in an earlier interview, "but I'm back. I'm ready." Susan Boyle's legacy isn't just in the notes she sings. It's in the walls she broke, the shame she erased, the belief she sparked. She taught us that dreams are worth waiting for, that voices matter even when the world doubts them, and that dignity comes not from perfection, but from perseverance. If Susan's story moved you today, please let us know in the comments. What part of her journey touched your heart? And if you believe her voice still deserves to be heard, consider subscribing. Let's make sure the world remembers not just the moment she sang, but the woman who never gave up.